didn't feel like it, so this is what you gonna get. This is proof that my hair doesn't always look like beautiful bouncy curls. This is 5-day-old curls, but anyways, I just really felt like making a video for you guys. So here we are. I thought it would be kind of fun to show you guys some items that I bought in Seattle and just like do some tapping and triggers with those items and just I guess just tell you guys a little bit about my trip. It was so much fun. So the first item is, y'all already know I had to get Seahawks stuff like the but this is a magnet made out of paper, like it's like rolled paper, and I got it from Pike Place Market, of course, like a staple. Oh, and guys, something tragic happened. Okay, so I really love my nails. I feel like they're super good color for fall, but this nail cracked, like literally cracked down here across, and it was like bleeding, but it didn't crack all like off, it just cracked it down, and so I glued the shit out of it so that because it kept bending, and every time it bent it hurt like a motherfucker. So I glued it until it could grow back out, but like I got glue like all over the nail and it looks like shit, but I didn't even care because I needed something to stop the pain. So that's why I have a janky ass nail. But anyway, so this is a Seahawks 12 magnet. So we did do a lot of like touristy things because my friend has never been to Washington before, and although I did used to live there, I don't really, like, it's been a long time since I've done like all the touristy things, so I quite enjoyed doing those things. So the first day we did go to Pike's Place Market, and we went up into the Space Needle, which was freaking gorgeous because we went at sunset, and so we got to see it like with every, like obviously the whole city with the sun is still up, and then over the next like 30 minutes it got darker, and then we were able to see the city lit up. It was gorgeous. And then I got my seafood fix, and we went to get Dungeness crab because the crab, or just the seafood in general up there, is so freaking good. Like, you can't get that in Texas. So I spent way more money than I ever should on one meal, but it was worth it. So I got this, and then I also got this at Pike Place, and it's like a little keychain wallet, and it's really pretty. It's got like all the different colors. It's got the Ferris wheel and the Space Needle, and like this stitching on the side. But I really like to carry my cards in one of these with my keys because I'm less likely to lose it. It is $5.99. But yeah, I really like this. So yeah, and then we also on the first day rode the Ferris wheel. It's fairly new. It wasn't there when I lived there, but it's right there downtown on the water. So yeah, the first day we like did all the things like Space Needle, Ferris wheel, seafood, Seattle is like awful. Worse than I even remember. That was the only thing I don't like about Seattle. But, I fit right in with this hair. So, there's Nyla, in case you missed her. Hi, baby. Okay, so, and then I got one other thing at Pike's Place. There, and then everything else is from other places. I got this magnet because I collect magnets from places that I go. And surprisingly, even though I used to live there, I didn't have a magnet. And I thought this was so pretty. Like, it's got the Ferris wheel. It's got the Seahawks stadium, which you know I'm all about. There's Mount Rainier, the Space Needle. I don't know what that is. Is that the Mariners Stadium? I don't know. And then there's Pike Place Market. So it's just got like all the things. The whole skyline. I thought that was pretty. So the next day was Thursday, and that was the Seahawks game. And we got there super early. Like, the game started at 5:20, and we got down to the stadium by like 1, because we wanted to like pregame and stuff. So met up with some of my friends. Like 4 of my friends that live in Dallas also flew up for that game, so it was really cool to be able to watch a Seahawks game with them up here, or with them from down here up there. And we lost, but like, I already knew that was gonna happen, so I still had fun. The worst part about the game is Russell Wilson got hurt and tore a tendon in his finger, and he had to have surgery. So he's out for like 6 to 8 weeks. And he's been on our team for 10 years, and he's never missed a game, never been injured. So it's like pretty sad. But at the same time, it kind of doesn't really matter, because our team sucks this year. So it's like losing Russell Wilson, I feel like, doesn't change much for us this season. But anyway, our seats were fucking bomb. Like, so bomb. And I bought this bag there, because you can't bring bags to the stadium unless they're clear. So I think these make really good sounds. So yeah, we had really, really good seats. So that helped kind of like lessen the blow. And it was like a pretty good game for the most part. Like, we didn't get blown out or anything. Like, it came down to the end. So yeah, we were like 8 rows up basically from the field. Like, I could almost touch Russell Wilson. The worst part about the game, though, other than losing, west. I almost forgot my directions. The west side of the state, basically. And we basically drove through the whole forest and back through Forks, Washington. If any of you have ever watched Twilight, Forks is where that movie takes place. And then we went back down through like Ruby Beach, and then back down through the state, like through Aberdeen and Olympia, and then back up to Seattle. So we left our Airbnb at 9 a.m. on Friday morning, and we did not get home until 10:30 p.m. We literally drove all fucking day, which I personally did not want to do, but my friend really wanted to go, and because I like went to the game on Thursday, I felt like we should do something, you know, for her. And don't get me wrong, like, it was beautiful, and I took some gorgeous pictures, gorgeous views. I'm just not a big fan of like super long road trips, so like I don't like sitting in the car that long, but otherwise it was awesome, very beautiful. And I freaked out because on Friday night when we got back on the drive home, my throat, my left side of my throat started hurting so bad, and I was like, oh fuck, like, please don't tell me I got COVID or something. Like, I'm vaccinated, but, you know, I know you can still get it, so I was like, shit. I mean, it hurt so bad, and when I got home, I looked at my throat, and it was, like, red on that side, and, like, swollen. So, I gargled with, like, hydrogen peroxide and water mixture, and, like, then the next day, I still didn't feel great. But, it went away, thank God. I, like, legit was so scared that, like, what if I get COVID a day before I'm supposed to leave, and then I can't fly home for 10 days, like, what am I gonna do? I can't work for 10 days. My cat, like, I was, like, legit freaking myself out, imagining, like, being stuck for another 10 days, and, like, I would have to pay for, like, a place to stay. Anyway, I was, like, freaking myself out, but luckily, it went away, and I feel fine now, so, but yeah, that was just a side note. Friday, or Saturday, we drove to Leavenworth, which is where I got these, and I'm gonna show them to you, but I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Leavenworth, Washington. You should Google it, if not, because it is beautiful. It's like this little German town, and every building is that style, like, even like the parts of the town that aren't like the strip area, like there's McDonald's and like banks and just normal places, grocery stores, and even their buildings have to look like those, so it's like this whole cute little town. And it was really crowded. That was the only downside, but we went there, and they have a store called Kris Kringle, and it's like 3 stories, I think, of just non-stop Christmas stuff, and y'all know I'm a Christmas freak, so I got some ornaments. I couldn't get like a lot because obviously, you know, I had to bring this stuff back in my suitcase, but I'll show you the ornaments I got. And we also stopped by Ellensburg on the way up to Leavenworth, which was where I went to college, and so that was really fun to like drive through and see my old college town, because I haven't been there since 2009, I think. I'm trying to open this. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking too much. Y'all are like, shut the hell up. But I just wanted to, you know, tell you about my trip. Okay. So, this is the first ornament. Y'all, look how cute this is. It's a sushi roll. Like, I could not resemblance. I figured since I got the wiener dog one, I had to get my little Nyla kitten. My light just went out. Damn it. I don't want to try to knock anything over turning it back on. God, that dog is annoying. Always barking. So yeah, that's my little baby girl. So those are those. And then the last ornament I got is, no surprise to anyone, a Seahawk ornament, but it's a Seahawk nutcracker. I can't open it because it's just too loud, but so that's what I got in Leavenworth. So the on Friday we did the Olympic National Forest, which was on the left/west side of Seattle, and then on Saturday we did Ellensburg and Leavenworth, which is on the east side of the state. So like basically we toured the whole damn state. And we were only there Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So basically we left on Sunday. So in 4 days we basically toured like the whole state, and I got to go to the Seahawks game in the middle of that. So we drove a lot. In fact, when we turned our rental car in on Sunday, we drove 1,200 miles. We looked at the odometer difference. So yeah. After we left Leavenworth, we drove by Snoqualmie Falls, so my friend got to see that. And then Saturday night, I got to meet up with some of my girlfriends that I used to be we're still good friends, but we used to hang out all the time in college. So we went to Korean barbecue that night, and we just got to spend some hours together then. And so and then Sunday we went back to downtown Seattle. I also bought this while I was there, by the way. Not Seattle related, but I suck at drinking water. I suck at it, so I thought I would try these. Also, I get hangovers really easily, and I tried these a couple times, like after a night of drinking, and they seem to help lessen my hangover. So I decided to go ahead and just buy a pack while I was there. This is the liquid IV. If you've never heard of it, you can get it on Amazon, or pretty much anywhere. But this is the passion fruit flavor. I've never tried this flavor before. So yeah, I thought this could help me. But anyway, so Sunday, since our flight didn't leave till a little bit late, we went down to Seattle again and had brunch, really delicious brunch, and then we went back to Pike's Place for a little bit more shopping, and then we flew home. We flew on Alaska,